A-D-N.
It's HeadphonesNeil!
What's up, guys? Welcome back to HeadphonesNeil Reviews. I'm your host, as always, HeadphonesNeil, bringing you a bit of a short episode for this week. Mostly just because I didn't really do too much, just because it was kind of busy and didn't have time to do too much extra. But to start it off, I am dropping the original Battlestar Galactica off of my list of shows to watch as far as the week-to-week thing. It's okay. I didn't really watch it too much this week, but I kind of have dropped interest in it because it's okay. It's very much a product of its time, even though technically the second one could be, or the remake could be considered the same way, but the remake kind of feels like they went out of the way to make efforts to say, well, we're doing things a certain way because, of security or because we know how the Cylon technology works and all that. Whereas the original ones, they didn't really do too much to address a lot of that stuff. So it's like, okay, well, it's very much a product of its time. So I'll probably try and watch it from time to time to continue, or I might just jump to the end to see how the series concludes, just to see how they round it out. But it's okay. For me, I would recommend watching the 2003 to 2004 remake of when they redid it with the original miniseries and the few seasons that came after it. Otherwise, I did have a chance to rewatch the Book of Boba Fett. I've been meaning to rewatch that just to see how it holds up, kind of along the lines of the Kenobi series. And the Book of Boba Fett overall, for me, still holds up. I enjoyed it as much as I did the first one. And it feels like they're doing one of those things where they're trying to take a little bit of a hint from Knights of the Old Republic 2, where there's a side quest to reunite the Mandalorian clans. So with the Book of Boba Fett, it's kind of his redemption arc that he's moving away from bounty hunting. He's making it clear that's not what he's doing anymore. He's developing his own presence on Tatooine, but he's kind of making it to his own family, so he can say, okay, I know what happened in the past. I know what my dad did. I know what I was doing, but I am not doing that anymore, and Tatooine deserves better. And that's kind of and it works well into the later part of the season where he teams up with the Mandalorian, so it works out with that. And that works well with the flashbacks of when he was on Camino, when he sees his dad flying away on missions and stuff. So just the back and forth of the flashbacks, resuming or his escape from the Sarlacc pit, dealing with the after effects and repercussions of working for Jabba, and all of that stuff. So it generally just works. So I hope they play into that reuniting of the Mandalorian clans like they did with the Mandalorian and all the stuff that's going on with that show, the Darksaber, Bo-Katan, and all of that stuff. And so to round out this week's episode, I did start my replay of GTA San Andreas for Android. In this case, I am playing the definitive edition of the game. I figured since I'm restarting the game, might as well play that version. I had some credits available, so I used them to buy the game. It's on Android for $19.99, so a bit on the pricier side, but you do get updates to the game. So there's like back-end updates, visual updates, and all that sort of stuff. So when you are playing the game, like the first thing that stood out was one of the missions that originally gave me trouble in the original version, for the train mission, where you have to kill off some of the rival gang members. You have to follow, like the AI wouldn't kill off the gang members, so you had to find other tricks like jumping off the some of the ledge later on the train tracks early on, placing early cars to make them explode and stop the train and things like that. But in this version of the game, I was able to use the built-in AI system of Smoke or Sweet or whoever it is on the back of the bike to kill off those gang members. So by the time you get to the train tracks in the middle of the mountains, he's able to kill them all off. So I don't know why that glitch was never fixed in the original game, or if they made that effort to fix that glitch for the definitive edition, but you're able to do things like that now. So that's a good start for me as far as fixing things like that. I don't remember much else that stood out, so we'll see how it goes. Certain missions are still weirdly difficult for me and easy, so I'm just taking it for now. I'm just replaying the game to get through all those missions that I've finished already and get back to finishing Los Santos, Angel Pines, and San Fierro, and then moving into, I forget what the last city is, but the Las Vegas duplicate or whatever. So for now, I'm just playing the game. I mean, if I'm playing it normally, I'm not doing too much abnormally, but I'm playing the game to finish those missions and still appreciate what they did, but replay those missions as well. One of the things that you'll notice that stands out in the game as far as just background updates is that you are able in the definitive edition to use cheats. So you will have to probably find the Android version of the cheats online, but if you find that you're stuck on a mission or something's not working, or you need something to proceed that's just not working for you, then you can implement one of the available cheats. So I did test early on to see how it works, because I was curious. I'm like, I want to see if it is truly a cheat system, or did they implement something on their own to do something weird and finicky. But I used the cheat to get whatever the cheat was, to get full health, full armor, and like $200,000 cash or whatever it was, and that cheat actually worked. So I ended up the health and armor thing was fine because you have enough money to buy armor and guns and all that, so that's not a problem. But I did use the cash to buy the property in Los Santos that I was not able to do the first time around when I played the game. So all in all, that worked fine. So far that's the only cheat I've used, and I'm using the cash to buy properties as I go, and kind of just taking it from there. Since I have it, I'm using it, but I'm gonna also try to not, for these initial parts, I'm gonna try not to use any cheats, just because now that I know what to expect on those missions, I should be able to finish them to varying degrees, much like I did the first time, but with the updated graphics and UI and AI and all of that stuff. So that's actually all there is for this particular episode. So we'll see how it goes for next week, if there's anything more I'm able to watch or review or anything like that. But I'll give my updates for the game as I play it for each week. And if there's anything new I watch or whatever, then I'll do that. We do have Andor Season 2 starting on April 22nd, so look out for those reviews coming soon as they start. It does look like they're going to be doing 3 episodes a week, so I might do that review each week, just because at least that's enough data or enough show and content to do a review each week to see the story arc and see certain progressions and take it from there. I mean, it goes back to, I'll still do the usual review at the end of the season once it's done, but since I have the Andor Season 1 and Rogue One rewatch complete, now I can focus on seeing what they do for Season 2. But that's all there is for this particular episode. You can check out past episodes, ways to support the show and all of that good stuff on the website at HeadphonesNeil.reviews, and check out and subscribe to the YouTube channel at youtube.com/PatelN01. But that's all there is for this particular episode. Thanks for tuning in, and until next time.